"5'2½". There's Stefan Everts. It's very, very warm. The temperatures have soared. Number 5, Monique Bevorts, settles himself down and prepares his starting blocks. And a big crowd, fair dues to the Americans, have turned out en masse to enjoy some super motocross racing. 77 on the Pepsi-Cola Honda. A Frenchman, Yves Demarié, comes down onto the line first. He was the quickest. Number 5, Monique Bevorts on the Johnson's BFE Suzuki. Werner DeWitt there, number 7. Number 4, the Brit Kurt Nickel, with number 3, Donny Schmidt, and number 2, Stefan Everts. And I wonder what's going through his mind at the moment. Must still be in pain with that broken collarbone, bearing in mind it was only 2 weeks away. And 39, that's Paul Cooper, the South African. He's got a problem. Carl Presswood, a fellow South African, he's mechanic, and the official there telling him he's got about 2 minutes to fix it. AMA racing here in the United States as the 15-second board gets hoisted. 5-second board spins around. The gate is going to drop any moment. Here we go. Volley up the inside. That looks like Albertine. And, well, there's a photographer standing right on that corner. And they've gone, well, that was Stanton's. That photographer, I understand, has just got well and truly wiped out and it's broken his leg. Well, you don't stand on the first corner of a motocross track after the start if you want to survive. They've probably got some great pictures from floor level. It is 92, Jeff Emig from Dowd. Dowd it is, the second American, second John Dowd, and the rest come screaming through. Well, so far it's America 1 and 2, and Albertine caught up in that first corner melee. He's got a terrible start. 30 points leading into this championship, but just look at this. Jeff Emig, the former 125 outdoor champion, John Dowd, and then it is Bevorts and the Belgium Stefan Everts. So we've got Belgium's 3 and 4, so chasing the 2 Americans, and that is the Frenchman Demarié, 77 on the Pepsi Honda, back there in 5th. As the rest come screaming through, and Albertine has got to really get some serious power down if he wants to keep that points advantage. Stefan Everts, the man that trails him by 30 points, and Everts is currently in front of him, so that's more points. And just look at that, high leaping, high flying American Jeff Emig, with Dowd chasing in second. There's Everts, he is still behind Monique Bevorts. And then it's Demarié closing on those 2, so the top 5 gone through. Well, that's a big double. And there's Albertine, all the riders safely getting over these big jumps, which is only normal for the United States. After all, they are one of the world's leading supercross riding nation, as one would say, so they're quite used to getting the wheels firmly off the ground. And look at this, it's a battle on here. Oh, is he going to let him through? No! Well, Everts trying to get past second place man John Dowd, and in true American style, the door was firmly slammed straight in his face. Well, I'm sure Everts won't be too pleased about that. There's Albertine going for a tear-off on his goggles, trying to get inside the riders in front, and that looked like number 8 Talon Volan, the American. Volan contesting the whole of the 250 championships this year, 1994, not just, as we call him, an interloper into one brand. And Everts in trouble there. Stefan Everts in trouble, letting Bevorts back through.
Number 79.
92 it is, Jeff Emig. We're looking back for second, 64, John Dowd. Then it is Everts, with Bevorts in front of him, with Demarié closing. So whether that collarbone problem of Everts's is beginning to take its toll, well, you just imagine breaking your collarbone and then riding a full 30-minute plus 2-lap motocross event 2 weeks later. Well, that takes a lot of courage. A 6-inch pin in that shoulder, titanium pin. So there's the leader, the American, Jeff Emig. Second place, also American. Now under pressure from the Belgium, Bevorts, John Dowd it is. Number 64, and Everts is still in touch. Stefan Everts. What a challenging little rider. Former 125cc world champion. Has tried once already to win this 250 championship. And try as he might, he just doesn't seem to be able to get there in the end. Still the two Americans, 1 and 2, and it's the two Belgians, 3 and 4. Everts being the man in 4th place. Demaria looks to have dropped back a little bit. I don't know what's happened to him. Obviously he's been off. Bolle coming through. There's Voland. And there is Albertine. That start really has played a crucial decision on where he's going to finish in this race. He really did get hooked up when they clouted that cameraman on the first corner. And I should imagine now he's feeling pretty sorry for himself. It is still as it was with Bevorts and Everts trying to close on the two Americans, and you can hear the local crowd right behind their native riders. Demaria just gone through. The battle is certainly on for the lower placings. Kurt Nickel there, the British rider number 4. This is not a good one for him. It really is, and there's Albertine. Well, he is way down. He's got Donny Schmidt, the ex-American or exiled American, but it's going to be a win then for number 92. Jeff Emig, to the delight of the crowd, but look at this second place man. Came through, it was Monique Bevorts. 3rd then was Dowd, and 4th was Everts. 5th, Demaria. Seconds. Let's hope they keep the cameraman out of the way this time. 5-second ball, gates go. Oh, they jumped it. Well, they're going to let this go. About 3 of them jumped the gate, and I'm fairly sure they're going to stop this and bring them back and start them again. Yes, indeed they do. Well, whether or not they're going to penalise those gate jumpers or not, I don't know, but certainly about 3 or even more misread the gate. They tried to go too soon. Let's see if we can get it clean this time. Oh, someone got it. Someone really got a good front wheel over the gate that time, but he got away with it. Round that first corner, here they come. Down they drop into the bottom of the circuit for the first time. They sort themselves out. Just look at this for high flying stuff. And it is Albertine number 1 who led off the gates. Albie making amends for that first race. Everts there, back in around 4th as they sort themselves out on this first lap. But the South African Albertine, whoa, nearly for somebody there. Robbie Herring, number 12, going through. Didn't have a good first race. But it is the South African, number 1, Greg Albertine, who heads Heat 2 away. We're looking back for 2nd. It's Talon Volan, the American. 91, that's Jeff Stanton. So Stanton this time managed to get a good start. Obviously no cameramen lurking on the corners. Stanton, well, somebody's gone down, and it's Albertine. Steve Lamson and Demaria went ahead of him. It is now then Volan that leads from Stanton. And we're hearing that this is the last Grand Prix that Stanton will ride. Well, what can you say about Jeff Stanton? Former American Supercross champion, former American 250 champion. Albertine now with Werner DeWitt behind him, his teammate. And he must be absolutely cursing himself for that. Look at this. This is Voland, Stanton and Everts as the American commentators join us here in the programme, giving us all the local information. And look at this, Albertine beginning to close back on him again. There's Bartolini beside him. We're back at the front, catching up back markers. That's Talon Volan, and Everts has gone through to 2nd. Stanton down to 3rd, and he's got Albertine 4th, climbing all over him. So Albertine really does want that back. There's Bartolini behind him, 79. There's Albertine again, and he's up with Stefan Everts. These are the two that are battling for championship honours at the moment. But it's Albertine that's got, or had, the 30 points, although that'll be a little less coming after the first race. But Stefan needs to keep Albertine behind him. JHK Kawasaki versus BFE Johnson Suzuki. There's Bartolini, Demaria going through, and Stanton dropping back. obviously getting tired. So it's Voland from Everts from Albertine at the moment. So we've got 3 regular 250 Grand Prix runners. And that looks like DeWitt behind him, so that's 4 of our regulars up front at the moment. So where's all the American superstars? Emig, no sign of him. Dowd, Stanton has dropped off the pace. And, well, oh dear, Albertine looks to be cruising. Now that could be, he's got a problem there. That could be a reoccurrence of an ignition problem that they had earlier in the season. So the positions are changing, and look at Demarie climbing all over Stefan Everts. The Frenchman wanting extra points to whip it behind those two, so he's picked up a place with the exit of Albertine. But Volan it is at the front, Everts chasing, and it looks, where are we? Look at the, no, Demarie's still there. As you can see, the American stars and stripes being waved, but they've not much to wave at the moment. Although, saying that, they've got an American lead in the race. If not a regular Grand Prix. Demarie to second then. That's Everts down to third, so the Frenchman finding that second breath. Then it's DeWitt, first of the BFE. Team Johnson Suzuki riders with Albertine out. They come down the hill, the leader, number 8, Talon Volan. And they're pleased, the locals are pleased, that's Demarie chasing him. So it could be a win for a Frenchman by the checkered. And Everts visibly going slower. I can only wonder whether that shoulder of his, that collarbone, is beginning to take its toll. But he's still scoring points, and it's the Frenchman. Yves Demadrier has taken the lead and the checkered flag then. Volan finishes second. Everts, under pressure from DeWitt, should come home in third, and DeWitt was fourth. And there's Demarie, hot but chuffed with a 20 points and a race win.